Sony Computer Entertainment America presents
Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome to the continuation of the...
a Universal Interactive Studios production.
Okay.
Game created and developed by Naughty Dog.
Can I get a word in? Yeah? Okay. Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome to the continuation of the Crash Bandicoot No Damage series, with the next game in the series...
Crash Bandicoot 4.
Or Crash 3 if you prefer. Notice how the clock there stopped on the number 3, which is also in red, because this is the third game in the Crash series. Welcome to Crash Bandicoot Warped. Sorry it took so long to get to this game, but here we are. Let's dive right into this thing. So the story picks up right where the last one left off, this time after the correct ending. The Cortex Vortex comes crash landing towards what I assume is Wampa Island, and into this temple.
Free at last.
Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
Coco, you lost your laptop! No, don't lock me out!
None dare to fail to break Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Uka, it was that infernal Bandicoot. From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks and failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time the great Uka will make sure that you do it right.
After many eons, my evil twin, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped.
What's Polar's problem in this scene? You think he's being replaced or something?
Children, Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
And welcome to the new and improved Warp Room. Now we can access all the parts of the Warp Room right from the get-go, or at least once we have them unlocked. We can go to the last one, or try to at least, but these barriers will stop us from doing so. And we can always just come right back to the middle to come and save our game. But let's go ahead and get to the first level, why don't we? So just like Aku Aku said, we just stand on a button and jump into the portal. If only time travel were always that easy. Anyway, on to level 1, Toad Village.
Crash, why must you always muck in my mud? Oh look, I have a mask helping me too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
So, basically, Crash 3. It improves on a lot of what Crash 2 did, although it does maintain a lot of what you could do before. For example, Crash still has all of his moves like sliding, high jumping, and belly flopping. Yeah, that's all gonna be sticking around, but we've got new abilities coming along as well. We also have bounce crates coming back, and that went by a lot faster, didn't it? That's because bounce crates now yield 2 Wampa fruits to a bounce instead of 1. making the task of bouncing on these things so much faster. What used to take 7 daunting seconds can now be completed in just 3.5. Convenience! And of course Aku Aku is back, but we still can't fling him away, so I guess we'll have him along for the ride again. And checkpoints now make a shiny new sound. We also have these new kinds of crates. They'll just spin and spin and spin, flipping through different items until it eventually turns into a steel box that you can't break. So, best to break them as soon as you can. But you can try and time it to get the good item out of it as well. Just don't spend a lot of time doing it. Funny deaths have returned tenfold in this game over Crash 2, and I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of them in various outtakes in later levels. Probably not this one because it's level 1. Anyway, we've got a bonus round coming up, so let's see what we've got going on here. Of course, this being in the first level, it's not going to be terribly difficult. They all seem to have the common theme as well. It's the music that we're hearing right now. This pretty much goes on to become the definitive Crash Bandicoot theme for every game moving forward. Which isn't a bad thing. It's a pretty nice theme song, I think. Another convenient thing is that now you can see how many boxes are in the stage, in addition to the number of boxes you've already broken. Makes hunting down those boxes that you're missing a good bit easier. So anyway, yeah, like it was mentioned, this game pretty much follows a time-traveling theme. Here we are in the medieval times, if that wasn't already apparent. I was trying to bounce on that crate there, but failing miserably at it. Yeah, for some reason, Crash really moves around quite a bit. He slides around a bit when he bounces on crates. Almost like he's gotten used to the ice physics of the previous game. God, that game had so many snow levels. But yeah, you'll find a lot of thematic lab assistance in the different time periods that you visit, which makes for a very nice touch. It makes it feel very atmospheric. This is a very excellent game, I gotta say, but it expands upon Crash 2, so how could it not? Anyway, by breaking all the boxes, we of course get the gem at the end, and we got the crystal back on that bridge, so we're done here. Again, first level, gonna be easy. And so, for our efforts, there's our crystal. We're not going to be seeing it hanging anywhere, it just kind of floats off into the sky somewhere. But, Crash Dance for our gem collection. And as you might expect, that being the first level, I don't really have any outtakes to show, but I do have something else to show, though. When we go back to the level...
Crash, Coco, if you have already retrieved a level's crystal, then you will find a floating clock when you enter for the second time. This floating clock activates time trial mode. Grab it, and the clock will start ticking. Race for the end to get the best time. But beware, some elements will change.
It's pretty much like he said. All we have to do is collect this clock, and the timer starts going. And when he says elements will change, basically means all the Wumpa Fruit will disappear, and some of the boxes will be changed into these new time crates that we will see momentarily. Basically, your goal here is to just try and get to the end of the level as quickly as you can. And yeah, there's one of those time crates. There's usually a 1, a 2, or a 3 on them, and it will stop the clock for that many seconds. So it's usually pretty well worth the effort to break those things. It's more practical to try and do these after you've beaten the final boss, because you'll get a special ability then that will make it easier to do these. So you're going to want to make sure, not just to simply run to the end of the level, but also go for a route that will break the most of the time crates as well. It's a very interesting concept. It really adds some replayability to this game. But, given that it's essentially just the same level, but with a time trial gimmick added to it, I'm probably not going to be showing them again just for these relics that you win. Oh, I got a gold relic there. But yeah, that's basically how time trial works. I wanted to show it at least once to show how it works, but I will be obtaining the other relics, which will be needed for 100% later, off camera. And I should also mention that there are 3 different types of relics. Sapphire, which is the one that was next to Tiny's name there, the gold one, and a platinum one. Each one obtained with better times. But there we go, that was the end of Toad Village, and I guess that's the end of this video. But I do have one more thing I want to show. So, just like in the previous game, there's some funny dialogue to be seen if you go through your first level without collecting the crystal. Here's what happens the first time.
Crash, Coco, you forgot to bring the crystal out of that level. Quickly, go back in and get it. Cortex's minions are searching for it as we speak.
And here's what happens the second time you do it.
Crash, Coco, you are not listening to me. Find the crystals that look like this before Dr. Cortex enslaves us all.
And as far as I can see, there isn't a third bit of dialogue, it's just those 2. He'll stop appearing if you continue going through without the crystal. So, yeah, there was that too. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time, as we take on the next level, Under Pressure. See you then!